death. A scary thought for many, a relief for others, and a Tuesday for Noita players. There is a point after your 100th try where you stop hoping for a great run. The goal of dominating the world stops and survival takes precedence. A point where, even when you finally win, the satisfaction fades away too quickly and you're left empty, with just a hollow echo of the fight. This was such a run. Run 253. One doesn't just play Noita, one lives it. You pull yourself up from the rubble and descend once more, through the mines, into the coals, and finally entering the strange quiet of the fungal cavern, being guided by a single hope that some weird fungus holds the key to relaxing the death grip this world has on you. But hope is a fool's weapon. To make it in this unforgiving hellscape, you need vision, you need determination, and you need sheer fucking will. Alas, the fungus, I almost forgot about that. It tasted weird. It shifts reality itself, but as we all know, nothing ever happens. Or did it? Soon after, a new perk appeared, a favor from the gods, some might say. I doubt it. Now winning was only a matter of not being stupid. The big win, something I've been chasing for over 90 hours, finally felt close. And all that remained was to prove it. The snowy depths were the first to fall, then the hollowed orc room itself, where, feeling emboldened, I plundered its heart. Not out of need, but as a declaration. This world was not a challenge to be overcome. It was a birthright to be claimed. And next was the easy base. Easy base. Usually my biggest stepping stone just became a playground. The blood of my enemies oxidizing the metal on which my life has been taken innumerable times. It was easy. Way too easy. I almost would have felt sorry for them, but all I felt was my bloodlust could only be satiated by a little concoction I knew all too well. Weird fungus. A roll of dice. A temptation stronger than the lust for blood to change reality in a moment's notice. Again. A gift from the gods, or a trick by the devil. Either way, to say I thought about it would be a lie, and I chugged it. There are fates worse than death. History is a witness to that. So too will Noita switch from being a game about digging for fortune into digging your own grave. How that grave will be dug is up to you. But I could have never thought that mine would be filled with vomit. In my continued hubris, I thought myself invincible, especially after killing the dragon in the jungle. When the message appeared, I didn't think much has changed. Until I saw the first puddle, then the second, and then finally The source. The leak. The breach in reality. Acid? No. Worse. Vomit. And just like that, reality truly shifted from me lusting for blood to me soon being unable to breathe in a sea of stomach fluid. Disgusting. It seemed contained to the left side of my screen for now, and so my arrogance continued, slaughtering the few monsters that haven't had the chance to witness the beginning of the end. It was fun. You know how the saying goes, when life gives you lemons, squeeze them into the eyes of your enemies. But the fun never lasts. One has to dig deeper, descend once more, and the deeper I went, the worse it got. The gods were angered, their mountain was flooded, and their servant was dead. But they were merely a chapter in the story. I answer to the one who is the beginning and the end. The rest of the journey was quiet. The world I had set out to conquer was gone. Where the majestic art gallery once lay was in its place a silent, green ocean. There were but a few monsters to fight, no treasures though. There was only the pressure in my lungs and a desperate search for the next pocket of air. And there it was, as if it were laughing at my misery. The fungus, the potion of doom has once again appeared right before me towards the end, to give me a futile chance at redemption. But none was found. In its stead, it gave me diamonds. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, and vomit there shall still be. The world was a joke, and I was its punchline. There was no going back. There was only one wish left, to push through the filth, find the final boss, and see this disaster of a run through its bitter end. But there it was, the final room. It was clean. It was like a sanctuary at the end of reality. A single quiet space that the flood couldn't touch. After all that chaos, there was silence. But in that pristine quiet, there was no peace. There was only the memory of the struggle. The echo of 253 failures. Every death, every mistake. The entire agonizing journey through that self-inflicted hell. It all came flooding back, and it all led to this room. To him. The rage, which had been quieted by the flood, now returned. Cold. Focused. This was for run 253. And the final boss would die. And that was it. Victory. In the intro I said death was just a Tuesday for Noita players. It turns out, so was winning. A quiet, empty Tuesday at the end of a world I had accidentally killed. So can you beat Noita when your map is filled with vomit? Yeah, kinda. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. The next video will be the KSP video that I've promised like a year ago. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. I will be uploading that one in like a week to 2 weeks, depending on how much progress I will be making in this video. And yeah, that's all. Bye.
But all I felt was Rage Shadow Legends.
Baba Bowie.